going to start off these early games. So let's get them rolling here. Braves on the road with Bryce Elder. Yeah, we're laying $2 here on the nose. The total is 10 under 15 now. So the move has been to the under here. I will also say that the publicly recognized steam came in on the Braves, but the line didn't move too much there. It's still about 200.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, right? Because now I feel like, I'm a little bit shy. Also with the run lines after getting, smoked yesterday there, Ramon. What were we, 0 for on the run line? 0 for 3, 0 for 4, something like that?
I was going to clip it, right, and show it where I'm like, we're laying more. No disrespect, Mindy, you're so hot and really carrying us to some great picks. But there's no doubt I really was cringing, but we came out okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know, but you would think, I thought if anyone, like, I felt really, really good about the Braves yesterday. I thought if out of anyone there on the card, I'm like, these are the guys that are going to win here by 6 runs today. Like, that's kind of how I thought about it. I kind of feel the same way here today. I mean, Elder's been terrific on the mound, 2 runs or less in his last, 5 performances. He's been, super solid. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this run line here again, Ramon. I know you're probably not going to be on it with me, but again, I feel like this Braves team should just totally crush the Pirates. I don't know why they didn't. So still going back on the Braves today.
Okay, we're going to do it only because of Brady Falter, right? I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see if the chat. I know there's going to be some support for in the chat, so I'm sure I can get away from it. Okay, great, sports girl. How about it, Mindy?
That's awesome.
And grandbaby. I don't think. Did we see the gender there? I don't know.
I thought female, right? I don't know. I can't remember now for sure.
Okay.
So you have to let us know name, all of it, the good stuff.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, this is a public forum. You don't want to, in today's society. Okay, let's see here. Congratulations. Congrats. All right. Got to get the picks in, but I want to acknowledge that.
Baby boy. Sky. Nice.
Sky?
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, baby.
Named after a WNBA team.
Right.
Oh. Okay, Big Baller, thank you for your picks right there. Ziggy on the Braves. Sports World says, how about just the money line? Maybe, you guys. Maybe, but again, I think I'm never going to, if I like the Braves, I'm going to end up taking Butterscotch. Will take the Buccos. Falter's been just too bad for me, I think, is what it is, Mindy.
Yeah.
0-6 in his in his 8 starts. He's 0-6. Just one so far with the Pirates. We know that he was acquired. Braves run line. I'm going Braves run line at this point.
We're doing it. Gluttons for punishment here.
Yeah,
I really did yesterday. I was thinking it was like a 6-2 ball game. Like, it was on there on Tony's site, even to take like the -2.5 and get like +120. I was like, oh, that's so tempting.
Whoa,
and then, no, I'm way wrong on that.
Perky's got him in a parlay. Oh. And Butterscotch says, how about the Bucks +2.5, you guys? K's on the Braves. No, that's not the reason, but that is cute. She picked the Sky when he was born, and on that day, the Sky was playing.
There you go.
So probably didn't tell her family, like, hey, I'm going to go bet on this. You just named the baby Sky? She's like, I'm taking out her sheet. Hold on a second.
It's like my mom taking the numbers of the birthday and turning them into her Keno numbers, right? All the grandkids.
I do like the gambling that does go on with. Uh, I imagine you guys have that there in the Midwest, but it doesn't exist that much anymore. But you did in the bars was the pull tabs.
Oh yeah, we still got those.
Okay, of course, of course. What am I
Of
thinking?
course.
Anybody else? Anybody in the chat familiar with what I'm talking? What I mean, it's a Midwest. It's an upper Midwest kind of
Is it?
gambling. I
Okay.
think I don't know how where else does pull tabs exist?
We used to call them pickles back in the day. Pull
Okay.
tabs. We call them pickles as well. I don't know.
Yeah. Head crush. Okay, we're on it. Let's get some show started because we've got to get these early games going. And let's lay another run line. I don't feel as awkward here, I think. Not much crush other than Sky was born. Hello, Emmanuel Mbatu. Yeah. No, but I think sometimes sports will know. I think on this game it might be like harder to find, but like on the Dodger game later on that we'll talk about, I think sports books might list 2.5 as kind of like the main run line, and of course there's alternate run lines all the time. Laying 2.5, taking 2.5. I mean, I don't know. I like to play an offshore book where they often will have the +3 or something or the minus. So, okay, Mindy and I are on that one and talk about that Astros and the Orioles to wrap this up. So, the synopsis of the series for me has been that it just feels like the Astros have the experience and the Orioles are just experiencing it for the first time in a long time. And that it has that playoff feel and all that. And the moment has been a little bit too big for the Orioles at this point.
I kind of feel that same way, right? I'm going to go back on the Astros here again. Day number 3, I'll be on them. I think they go ahead and get this one as well. Kramer, I think he's been okay, but still has that elevated ERA at home. 5.35 ERA, gives up the 4.18 slugging percentage versus this Astros team. It's something that you can't do. Put guys on the base paths and then allow them to hit these home runs. Kramer also allows 3.3 walks per game, 1.8 home runs per game. Not sure it's going to be the best outing versus this Astros bats that have won, 3 of their last 5 now, and really hitting the ball well. I'm going to be back on the Astros today.
Yeah, Brown doesn't have much to show in his last 3 starts record-wise, but he has a 3 ERA. Did take a couple of losses. Houston's still pretty strong with him on the mound. 13-8 Astros. Starting to hit their drive right now, having won 16 of their last 23. For the Orioles, the streak is still good as far as their recent success. I mean, they still have won 21 of their last 29, but obviously in these first games of the series here against the Astros have run into the juggernaut that is the champions. So Kramer, yeah, Mindy, I know, and his ERA, not great, but still, I think the most profitable pitcher in the major leagues, game in and game out. The Orioles are 16-7 with him on the mound. Maybe today's the day. I'm going to go over in this one with the Astros and the Orioles. Orioles have gone over in 4 of their last 5. Kramer has gone under in just 2 of his last 11 games, and I'm gonna try the over. I think we've had overs in both of them so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Last night was way over.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And yeah, let's do it. I'll you go with the Astros. I'll take the over in this one. Orioles need one, and Kramer. I mean, he's been such money. I can't fade Kramer, the money man. These are the guys that are making.
There's lots of other folks that are not fading Kramer, the money man, either.
Is that right? Let me check. Oh, really? Okay. Well, let me take a look. Should have gave a little bit of respect. Jordan says Washington has the pull tabs. Okay.
Yeah. Crush likes the Astros. Ron Hahn likes the Astros.
Okay.
There's a couple folks that
Oh,
like the
Fonzie makes money's here. Nice to see Fonzie. I'm going against Fonzie, but that doesn't mean I'm not happy to see him making an appearance with us here. Good to see Fonzie. Been a week or two. Thomas Lewis first five. Ziggy on the under as well. I feel like I'm going over. Okay. Baltimore plus money, I believe, for Tunda.
Yep. So we
Yeah,
start seeing
Nathan,
some Oreos here.
right. And just a bad, you got to play them sometime. And it would be nice, hey, it would be nice to get one for the Orioles so they can at least, if they run into them in the postseason,
Right.
that, hey, we did get one,
Hey, at least
right?
we got you.
Yeah, because right now, Perky's got Big Daddy Max Bet. Ray's got a first five over here, solo on the O's money line. There's some O's backers, certainly. Hi, Bionic. Jacoby on the Astros. Fernando on Kramer. And Butterscotch on Baltimore. Stephen Matthews here today. Nice to have
Morning.
Stephen.
Good morning to Bionic as well.
Omar says over. Sports Girls calling very high scoring and Bionic on the Astros. Okay, Mindy on the Astros. I'll take the over. I want the O's to win today. I don't know if I'll come premium on that. I don't know if I'll go against Mindy, but I want to give Kramer. I mean, probably never going to get off this guy the rest of the year. I love these guys, especially at home on the most profitable team in baseball, the most profitable pitcher in baseball. But I get it. Astros have that's what makes handicapping great. All right.
Lineup.
Yeah, let me turn off Don Best here. We don't need Donnie talking. But I imagine I probably should look. That's probably one of these games right now. Mindy is probably what they're talking about. In fact, I see it on right now. The Astros and the Pirates. It's the players that are not going to play. Only one here of significance, maybe Eddie Rosario out of the lineup today. He'll take his rest day for the Braves. So not going to go over the lineup necessarily. I don't see anything too earth shattering on a day game that's just going to. We always talk about waiting for whatever, but baseball's so intangible. To Mindy, is playing. We're playing the spots here a lot of times. Remember, everything's baked in. Although you should try to speculate, rest a little bit if you're betting overnight or into the line early. Here we go with the Twins and the Tigers. Twins $1.55, and the total here is 8.5 over 15. So nice job yesterday by the Tigers, right?
Yeah, it's funny because I see here, that I thought Perky had said the Twins was his max best bet play of the
Wait
day.
a minute.
Early on, and then it changed up. So yeah, I do like the Twins here today. It looks like we got Ziggy likes the Twins, Nathan likes the Twins, Mindy likes the Twins. I like Maeda. I feel like he's been a little bit dinged up this season, but playing pretty well here as of late. Reese Olson, on the other hand, has had a little bit of difficulty, 5.68 ERA, 4.02 slugging percentage versus this Twins team. Tigers come in with the worst bullpen there as well. Going to go ahead and take the Twins in this one.
Okay, yeah, Miami's been pretty good for 2.28 ERA in his last four starts, and Reese Olson has a 6.33 ERA. The line's getting up there, though. I went with the Twins yesterday on the show, got burned there. I thought it was a good game. I mean, it was a one-run lead there for the Twins for a while. Tight game, no doubt about it. I'll take I'll be on the over here. I'm a little nervous.
I lean to the over.
Okay, I'm a little nervous laying that price there that appears to be going up even here at $1.55 because that's at least 10 cents higher than the open right now. And The Twins faded on me yesterday, like they sometimes do on the road. Olsen has been bad, no doubt. As we said, Twins still playing well, won 6 of their last 9. Tigers have lost 11 of their last 18. But I'll take the over in this one. It's Minnesota that's really trending strong to the over. They've gone over in 17 of their last 25 games right now, and you do have Olsen with that big ERA. I can't give you certainly much on the Tigers and their offense. I mean, I've got them.
Right.
I've either got them 29th or 30th. Take your pick.
Yeah, take your pick.
And here we got the plays. Nathan will just lay 2.5. That's got to be a great return. And Sports Girl cannot do the Twins either. But Ziggy's got the Twins. Fonzie on the over. And I do think it's going over, Mike, if you're asking. Detroit team total over. That's interesting at 3.5 minus $1.28. Here is Crush on the Twins. JD on the under. Butterscotch says, how about the Twins money line and an Earthy? Well, I've got Maeda allowing a run in the first inning in just 2 of 12 starts. Olsen hasn't been so lucky. He's given up a run in 5 of his 9 starts. Careful there, but Tigers maybe for Fernando. Omar Twins money line. AI Strag Life. He told us. I'm not sure what he told us. What did he tell us again?
I don't know.
I remember.
We'd have to go back and rewatch yesterday's game. Yesterday's podcast.
I remember you telling us something. Was it the Mets? Because we
said the A's.
Oh, it had to be the A's. It had to be the A's with Herb Tarlin.
Kansas City, I think, too.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what the other one was.
Hey.
Obviously, it must have been Detroit.
Oh, maybe it was.
Oh, Boston. No, he had Boston.
Okay.
All right. Well, he has to tell us. I'm trying to remember what.
We that was our bad. That was our bad on that Boston. Okay. Oh, because. All right, we'll have to figure it out. Okay.
Boston was doing just fine.
60 cent all hit. Yes. Atlanta, Milwaukee. Curvins on Detroit first 5 in this one. And we went Boston run line.
Yeah, I do remember lots of KC folks in the chat.
All right, Mindy on the Twins here. I'm on the over. Next up, the Blue Jays and the Guardians. Blue Jays here, $1.35. The total's 9.5.
Well, what do you do when you don't like either pitcher, Ramon? I think I'm going to stay away from it. The ERAs are elevated, but if I take a look at their splits, these pitchers are pretty good, right? I mean, Manoah here on the road, 3 ERA, Syndergaard at home, 4 ERA. I don't know if he's officially pitched at home yet for the Guardians, maybe once. I don't know. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I just kind of feel like I can't trust either of these guys. So I'm going to go under the total. I feel like they're going to have a decent duel between these two. And plus, neither team is scoring much here, if anything at all. I think they mustered maybe 1 or 2 runs yesterday. Going to go under the total today.
1 run, 2 straight days, Mindy.
Okay, something like that.
Back 1-0 games.
Yeah, and the total is higher today than it was yesterday. It was 8. Today it's what, 9.5? Yeah.
Unless I missed something, you guys in the chat can tell me. The card last night, the runs were hard to come by on those late games. I know that. I'm not talking about this game, but the late games were a lot
of the night. Yeah,
a lot of low scoring. Well, I nailed them all. I went under in all of them. We did. Remember, we went under in. Yeah,
in the alternate
Padre game. We went under in the Dodger game. I had premium, Angels Giants we went under, but I had premium in the Arizona game. We went on the Dodgers, of course, and they were able to get it done. But Yeah.
I
How
like
can
Fonzie. Can't take the under. Blue Jays can't hit the air out of an air balloon. I like it.
and the Guardians are scoring like 2 runs a game on average over the last couple of weeks. I mean, they're just pitiful now. Warning: Syndergaard's gone over uh, in his last 7 starts, but again, remember he was traded. You're right; he was traded to the Guardians. He's got a 4.76 ERA so far, and probably have a good game here. Manoah, the Blue Jays are struggling under in 25 of their last 32 games for the Blue Jays. That's not even talking about how the Guardians are the biggest under team in the major leagues. They've gone under in 12 of their last 16 games. So Manoah, yeah, probably on the road is going to be a little weaker the way he, with his ERA 5.72, and he has 3.86 in his last 3 starts. Has been good things to report on Manoah, but maybe on the road it might be tougher. Maybe Syndergaard, who has been a little bit better with Cleveland, so I'm on the under. Don't need to bang through all these statistics. Toronto goes under a lot right now. Cleveland goes under a ton. The last 2 games were 1-0. Cleveland's been going under. I said 12 of 16. That's the stat, but it feels like every game's been under for a month. Scott says scoring is due to break out. And these 2 pitchers are the ones you don't want to do this with. I don't care. I'm going under. It's 9.5.
I know. That's what I said. It was like set at 8 flat the last 2 days. And then today it's 9.5.
Yeah, and I get it. The pit,
Sure.
Manoah's been fine over the last. Manoah's been that pitcher that, kind of
Maybe
expected.
Syndergaard has less pressure on him now too, right? I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I've already made my point on, Syndergaard, but credit the Guardians for going out and getting him. I mean, like I said, I think there's more. I think there were better options out there in the bad pitcher category, for the older, washed up pitcher category. I don't know how to say it, but take a look. Sincere Gifted here today. Hello, how have you been, Sincere?
Right.
Nice to see you again. Yeah. Sports girl, it's trending. Is it? You mean the line's trending? Because I mean, there's nothing other too much that says over with these teams. I respect what everybody's saying about Manoah and Syndergaard, and their, maybe today's the day. But Tune to saying Toronto on the game under. Thomas says though team total over. Mike on the under here. Jimmy says Blue Jays over. There's that funny comment that Fonzie made. I see it now. Atlanta run. Let's see. Dre's got a first 5. Asante's here. Hello, Asante. Nice to see you. Nathan can't find a Blue Jay, goes with a Cardinal. No, or season. Sports Girl had under in all those late games. And it's fun, right, Mindy? The theme of the season has been, thanks, Ziggy. That's exactly what I believe his tweet is right there. So,
yeah, I love those plays today.
Thank you.
I agree with all of them.
But with the 4 no-hitters here since late June for all the offense, again, I think pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, Nathan, I give too many away here on the show. But I just keep, okay. Thank you. And Mark Lee, hello. Okay. We've got this one. Mindy, we've got this one with Under City.
Under.
Premium if you didn't. At 9.5. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Right?
We talk about how
did that line go up?
Adjust your unit size a little bit. There's no baseball. You rarely want to adjust the unit size very much, but I'm going to put an extra few percentage on the under here. Feels like Nationals and Phillies yesterday. Yep, no hitter. We know it. No problem. I mean, Nationals have still been money to a certain extent, but
Sure, right? Sure.
Phillies need the games, need the wins. Great performance. Nola here's 235, and the total 9/25. A little bit of a stiff move here to the over.
Oh my goodness, Ramon. What are we gonna
Nine
do
over
here
25.
today?
I mean, to me that means. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to look while you talk, but I'm sure there's 9.5 popping up.
Yeah, probably. I mean, both of these pitchers are prone to give up the home run ball, right? I mean, Corbin, 3 home runs a game, Nola, 2 home runs a game. This one's going to be tough again. I kind of feel like I might have to go back with my Nationals team one more time. I'm going to give them here another try. Nola's kind of just, I don't know, I don't know, not been so great his last couple times out here.
Not
Uh,
good.
so for me, I'm going to go back on this Nationals team on the run line. Give her a try again versus this Phillies team.
Okay, maybe you'll take the Nationals here today. Can't get any worse than yesterday, certainly. But
Right.
Corbin has been just as bad as Nola. Both these
I
guys
agree.
been bad. But
I
if this
agree.
total is going to keep creeping up, because I don't want the Nationals after yesterday. Not talking about just because it was a no hitter, but I'll take the under here in this one. Can't really give you an argument about what these two guys have done lately or this season. I'm just seeing the total move higher here. Nola can be better at home. Phillies in pretty good form. They've won 10 of 15 right now. And man, Corbin 6 ERA in his last 4 starts, and Nola's near 8 in his last 3
No,
starts. So
they've both been bad.
again, total contrarian play here. I do like the under quite a bit, but I'm sure I'm
Yeah,
going to
because
be
I probably
alone.
tend to hit the over a little bit there. So I'd
Yeah,
probably
well, no, I
disagree
mean
with
it's
you.
like I said. I'm waiting on this one personally. I think it may
Yeah.
sneak to 9.5. But so Corbin, from day one of the season, has been mocked, and it is not good. I mean, as an ERA over 5, that's not a great major league ERA, but he's been one of those guys on the Nationals that if you've been betting the Nationals, you want Corbin on the mound. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about that. Okay, maybe over is the Ziggy. I think the public's going to be going over, don't you, sir? Oh, okay. AI says expect some rain. Maybe I could call up the weather here, Mindy, a little bit. And oh, okay. Dre's got a nice prop here for us.
Perfect.
Nats money line for solo, of course. Tunda says, "Give me Washington the over, Ziggy on the over, Ray Nats money line, Luis on the Nats." Sports Girls got double-digit runs in this one. Scotch also. I'm all by myself, Mindy, on this under.
Kay likes the under. Don't forget, Kay likes the under.
Okay, Kay, that's funny because I think remember just recently the
You're
same
like,
thing
we're not
happened.
agreeing. Now we're agreeing.
Everybody
Yeah.
was again, and Kay came to my rescue here. Nats run line or nothing for Curvin. And I'll say this too. Again, I'm playing my computer's algorithm here, but if again, I'm probably on the Phillies a little bit. It's going to be hard for me to lay a run line premium the way I love these run lines, but this under was going to make my premium card. So you talk about holding those things close to the vest. Well, here it is. I was going under here in this one, probably no matter what. Okay, there it is. Okay, thank you, Kay. Thank you, Big Baller. Always appreciate your contributions. Thank you. Nats first 5 here for Fonzie. And Crust says rainy day. Oh, it's in Philly, but I know what he means. Rainy day in the DC game, he means. I'm showing the rain. It's quick, though. It looks like to me towards the end of the game, you guys, is what I'm using the AccuWeather. I mean, there could be other things. Anyways, if anybody wants, I think the best weather guy for baseball and other sports on Twitter on X, if you will, is Kevin
Mhm.
Roth. If anybody really wants to have the best, I think the best information up to the second when those games are pressure, Kevin Roth on Twitter.
Kevin Roth. I don't know
Uh-huh.
Kevin.
Kevin Roth WX. He, to me, I mean, there's a few Twitter guys that do rain, do weather. I think he's the best. But that rain, AccuWeather says expect to come in close to the end of the game here. Winds blowing left to right, 7 miles an hour. I bump and run here today. Talking about those cards. Got another win. Got a win. Bionic likes Corbin. Thurman Hill here today on the Nationals. And thanks a lot, everybody. All right, next game, Mindy, because we're on there. You're on the Nationals run line. I'm on the.
I am.
Mhm.
And Joe Hill made it for the WNBA.
Almost there, Joe. Just
Yep.
a couple more here in Major League Baseball. Cardinals and Rays, Libertor and Littell here. Yeah, Cardinals spoiling it.
Taking care of beats.
But let's call it like it is. I mean, I feel the Jays are sweating before the games are even starting right now. It's kind of like that horse that has a 15 length lead, but is never held on down the stretch. So we know they've been passed. But talking about now, just hanging on for the playoffs. It feels like they should still hang on, but the way some of these are going, losing at home to bad teams, I'll just say like it is. But
Right.
here you got the Rays still going to be favored here, $1.75, 9/25.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I got to take the better team, the home field advantage. I mean, there is still that for the Rays. I think ultimately, I always feel like there's, more talents here on offense and defense. The Cardinals are still giving up 4.69 runs per game. That's a bunch, especially in the Rays. They still average 5.22 after falling, almost a run and a half from earlier here in the season. The big numbers for me, Libertor 11.48 ERA on his splits. Gonna take the Rays. I feel like I need to take them at minus 170 here at this point with the way run lines go. I'll just take that big number, lay it.
Yeah. It's really this one feels too high, but we did it the other day too. We went with the opener in this
Minus
series too.
22 we took. But
Yeah,
different.
and the matchup feels right because Libertor here. I want the Rays here. I guess I'm gonna have to lay it with. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, Cardinals, great job yesterday. I know I'm talking about the Rays. I'm not backing down from those comments. I mean, I
Oh,
feel
sure, right? I get it.
the
Yeah.
Rays got to feel uncomfortable, but for whatever reason, Littell looked pretty decent here in a couple of 1.64 ERA in his last two starts. Rays have won them both, and Rays have now won 7 of 11, despite what happened yesterday. Libertor, a 10.5 ERA in his last 3 starts. So was probably willing to go up to 180 here and still lay it, but I don't feel like it's a great price at all. I
We might
wouldn't
get
give it out.
160s overall in this, ultimately.
Well, but again, Monday we did the same thing.
Yeah.
They were a considerable favorite, and
Yeah,
I
we laid like 180 on that one, I know.
yeah, I bought right. No, it was the same deal. And yesterday we failed yesterday too, though, didn't we? We've gone with them every game in this series. I was just thinking,
Yeah, but it was only like minus 120 yesterday.
right, and was Beeks there, and he has
Yeah.
not been as good. And Littell, I mean, there's definitely no, a lot of inexperience here. I mean, Libertor, if anything, does have more major league experience than Littell, despite the contrast in numbers right now. So, okay, let's take $1.75. Feels like it might even go higher, but we'll get on it right away. I'll take this money line with you today. Short card, kind of looking for plays here a little bit, but despite
A lot of lopsided stuff still.
okay, well, and again, I mean, I want to shout out the Cardinal victory yesterday a little bit, but I'll try the Rays today. The bump and run saying even though he was talking about the Cardinal win, saying maybe this is a parlay piece. And let me see here the comments. I want to make sure we get the right.
Yeah, look at what Scott said. Fade Libitor.
Okay. Nathan was on the Rays. Yeah, we lost with the Rays yesterday. Tampa Bay money line for Curvin. There's bump and run talking about. I didn't know. I did bump and run. Was just. Did you have Cardinals yesterday bump and run, or is that your team? Because I was trying to. You said how about the Cards yesterday? Curvin. Okay, we said Chiquia's on the Rays. All right. Mike, we're going to get to that Dodger game. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But that was our first one of the year, I think. That's really, we've got some $3 lines. But all right, we're on the Rays here. One more time. They can get this. I mean, they're still, 65, nearly 65% at home. Ziggy says go over in that one. Yeah, the steam came in on the over. I will say that. And now it's 9 over 25. Any higher though, and I'm about ready to, get involved the other way. Okay, here we go. The Royals and the Red Sox. So we've got some information here, Mindy, on this one, right? It was supposed to be our buddy Marsh, right? But now I think, is this going to be an opener? I'm thinking for Marsh. Let me see what I've got here on this one, unless you have some info here. But
That's all I got. I mean, all I have is Marsh. I hadn't seen anything different come my way.
okay. Austin Cox, though, here we know he's already made. I think we talked about him one other game. He's made two starts, but he's also, he's been working out of the bullpen, so he's obviously an opener. 15 games, 27 innings, 2 starts. He even has a save. So feels like he might be the opener here for Marsh. And for the Red Sox, we got Paxton here, huge favorite. And we know the Royals got us at the wire yesterday. We tried to lay the run line with Boston.
This one I like Boston better today than I did yesterday on the run line. I will be taking them again. I think a lot of it comes down to that Royals bullpen. I mean, sometimes they get it done late innings. I'm not sure this is the time, right? Casey, we talk about him. 22 and 36 run line, road dogs. Not great, of course. And I feel like it's a Paxton get right game here today. So I'm going to go on the Red Sox again, laying that run line.
I wish there was 15 games today. I like the Red Sox. I like the price even. I think, I know, here come, our sophisticated chat. Never going over $2 on anything. I mean, we're not laying a run line here. We're not laying a money line here. I'm going to lay this another run line. 2 today. Oh my God.
Right. My limit is 2 on this 8
Only
games.
8 games, right? We want some plays. Look, we're not forcing it. I'm kidding a little bit. My numbers do indicate for me that Boston could be the side. My what a quote unquote true number 280 here for Boston in this one, but I haven't run it through for an opener, but I'm not probably going to change anything. Marsh here, at least he can, maybe he can get his locker next to Jordan Lyles and say, what do I need to do? But he won't, like I said, I think he'll handle the bulk of the assignment to me when he finally gets in there. Maybe there's a little bit of, funkiness to it with haven't been able to. The Royals are like back when Lyles wasn't winning, right? When Marsh pitches, so maybe they get him an opener and he doesn't feel that guilt there. But all right, I'll take Paxton with you. Red Sox, look, they've lost 8 of 11 right now. And Royals have lost 4 of 5 here with that. They still remember Red Sox won yesterday. I'm talking like they lost, but they still were able to get
Lost
it
in
done.
our eyes. Yeah.
Okay. In the chat here, Ziggy laid it. Fernando, though, he's on the Royals a little bit. I'm sure there's some Royals action with our crew. I'm so happy with that. We have, you know, uh, you guys want to take that dog. I like that. Minnie and I are laying this run line here. We're giving you, we give you several dogs. Hey, Dre says, how about a Yurfie in this one? Well, I don't have the numbers on Cox, so.
Yeah.
But Paxton is allowed to run in the first inning in 4 of 14. Hey, Fonzie, here's the thing I think with this one. I mean, Mindy and I are going to take the Red Sox, but I think the fact that you see a lot of support in the chat, yeah, it's going to be it is going to be on our card, Mindy, together,
Right.
which if you look at the past results over the last month, where we're, our percentage is pretty strong. I mean, what is it? It's also 67% for the last 7 days with nearly 90 plays, right? It's pretty good. We're not, necessarily laying huge numbers. We got burned on a couple of faves, but in this one, minus $1.25 on this run line.
Nathan, minus 3.5. Funny.
Okay. Well, winning is look. We're on this run line, but winning is tough enough for the Red Sox. I mean, there is drama in these games. But the Royals, I would say, Mindy, right now, the chat is on the Royals in this game. There's support for Boston, but Fonzie is going to take Boston after all. Feels like there's enough support on, but it's not unanimous by any stretch. So, okay, so here it is with Kershaw. He's 340. I don't know. No pitcher's worth $2, $3. I've got a high end here of at least 425. Now that doesn't mean that I'm willing, to even lay 340 here. I'm probably not even sure. I'll wait to see what you say. Not going to tip my hand on it, but we're gonna. It is only August 10th, and hey, Rockies haven't. They've done us okay. We've scored with the Rockies a little bit. Ty Block hasn't been too swift. What about this one? Kershaw, back down. Seems like, as long as I think it was a plan, I mean, sure, maybe there was a little bit of discomfort there before, but a little bit of planned rest there. It felt like for the Dodgers once they started to separate themselves a little bit from the pack.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like if I'm going to be worried about a team playing the Dodgers, historically, it's going to be the, Arizona Diamondbacks. I don't feel that way versus Colorado here. Dodgers normally hit 380 against them, let's just say. I think Kershaw's like 4-1 maybe against them, something like that in the last couple seasons. I don't feel like this is the time for the Rockies to get much done. I'm going to go ahead and be here big on the Dodgers today.
All right, sounds like a run line.
It is.
All right, Mindy says take the Dodgers here, minus 1.5 at minus 165 here in this one. And I like the Dodgers, and $1.65 is that's probably the price. Let me see what the chat has to say. I mean, this would be really awkward to be talking so much about taking run lines and then coming in again, but I think you guys are going to be feeling it here. Bionic on the run line. Takia says Rockies. And Solo Rockies. Dre, I think, says under here. I think it's coming back. I said 8.5 over 30 on the screen. I think there's a little bit of take back now here on the under, but man, could the Dodgers pound them here today? We're seeing mixed reaction from our chat because our chat likes dogs. And Billy says Rockies first 5. Plus money. Tuned on the Dodgers. Ray Harris here today from the network. Says lay 3 runs. Scott laying a run line.
How I feel. 2.5, 3, big. I mean, this would be maybe my, no-brainer play of the day for me. I don't know. I've been busted on that before, right? But
yeah. Block's numbers are fine, but they just don't get him any run support. So Kershaw back in fine form. Well, I mean, getting him back. Like I said, I'm calling it planned rest. That's all. I understand. I think we even talked to Mindy. I said before, he went took some time off. That his delivery, his motion leads to those back injuries, maybe a little bit, but I don't think it. Like I said, I don't think it's an issue here. Dodgers team total. You guys love it, man. I know there is Rockies support. Okay, Thurman likes the under in the game. I kind of like the over in the game. But man, what did you? Was that your quote, Mindy? The no-brainer play of the day?
That's kind of for me. Yeah, I hate saying that because again, I don't want anyone to ever get the the impression that I think any game is more important than the next, right? Like I don't feel like that's not how I bet in my life. I bet everything the same. I'm gonna bet my 15 plays, and they're all the same amount. So I don't ever want to try to say, hey, you guys, this one is
run line. It is okay.
More on it.
3 run lines out of
we did it again, Ramon. Can you believe it?
Dodger Nathan says they love to beat up on him.
My nose is bugging me. Here, I'll be right back.
We'll get to the WNBA and we'll get out of here. I just really I said, well, I mean, I was saying the same thing yesterday about these runs, but we're starting to get these mismatches.
Right. We run into this every
problem.
season.
I mean, the wins are still there. I mean, who knows where we'd be if we weren't betting these run lines, huh?
Well, we'd be betting totals. We'd be fine.
We're not. Well, I'm just saying. I mean, maybe we'd be living in the penthouse instead of the top few floors because they've definitely cost us a little bit, but we still have this strong run going again. All right, so let's do it. Go Dodgers! They've won 7 of their last 8. Colorado's lost 10 of 16. Block is you think about Block, but he's had he's been a starter in this league. I mean, he's 8 career starts against the Dodgers, so they've just been kind of spread out. But Block has been he's not some rookie out there.